What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're here at Lake Julian for another Formwork Friday, and this is all about grip. I have a forehand video about grip. We're doing a backhand video about grip because grip is really important, and I think I've come to a breakthrough in my form and some stuff that I didn't think I could actually do, and then it would just randomly happen sometimes. So we're trying to harness that power, and let's see if we can rip some discs. I have 3 PDs, 2 S-line, 1 slightly used lighter weight C-line, and they all kind of fly very similar. Let's go up to the long pad for hole 16, and I'll show you what I'm talking about with the grip. So as far as backhand grip in the sport of disc golf, you basically have 3 different types of grip. You have fan grip, just put your fingers on the bottom of the disc and then you throw it. You have modified fan grip, which is most fingers are fanned out, but 1 finger is going to kind of be pinched, maybe 2, but it's pretty much a fan grip, a little bit more pressure. And then you have the true power grip, and that is where you've got all of your fingers curled. The pads right here, these little tips of your fingers, are right against that bottom or the inside edge of the rim, and that's how you're getting your power. Now, amongst a power grip, there's a couple different ways you can do it, because the further forward in your hand the pressure of the disc is, the more nose down it's going to be, right? So this is pretty nose down, and then middle finger has the pressure, ring finger has the pressure, pinky finger has the pressure. Look how much more nose up that is. Another way to think about it is where your thumb is. The further forward on the disc your thumb is, the more nose up. The further back you can get your thumb, the more nose down it's going to be. All of that being said, I want to test out a theory I've been having, and that I might actually be able to throw with more than just basically 1 finger, right? So if I can get a couple more fingers in there, I can get more of a grip, I can get more power and pop onto the disc. Will it still be nose down? That's what we want to find out. So I have 3 PDs. Let's see. Blue one is going to be pressure forward. Orange one is going to be pressure behind, and then this red and yellow one is going to be pressure kind of in the middle. So most of the pressure is going to be these 3 fingers, right? So we're going to start off with, we're actually going to go from the back to the front of where the pressure is. So this is going to be like pinky and ring finger, and let's see what a PD looks like. Just flies like an overstable PD. Now let's go a little bit more mid-loaded. We've got ring finger, middle finger, and pointer finger grabbing onto the rim. Up almost to flat. I know that one has a little bit of flip up to it, but that went so far. And now we're going just the pointer finger, maybe a touch of the middle finger, and let's see how far this goes. I'm glad I didn't hit that truck, but also maybe I need to put more fingers under the rim. Wow. Oh my goodness. I will say, probably went further because of the flip up, because it's slightly flippier and it's a touch lighter, so it's probably going to go further. So we're actually going to switch up which throw throws which disc, so that the one with the further distance potential is thrown with the back-loaded grip. So blue is still front and forward. Orange is going to be kind of the middle, and then yellow and red is going to be back. Let's throw a backhand hyzer on 18 and see what we can get. We're going to go back-loaded first. It's a great PD flight, it just doesn't go as far or as straight. All right, now let's go mid-load with the orange. I kind of pulled it, a little bit of a grip lock, but there was so much pop. There's so much glide, so much spin on the disc. Now, front forward. That's great, that's perfect. That's exactly what I'm used to, so I'm not gonna miss my throw. Not really gonna miss my line throwing front-loaded backhand hyzer. Now the question is it because of the depth of the PD, or is it because I'm just not quite used to gripping onto it with as many fingers? I think it might be a combination of both. So I wanna throw a couple more times maybe, and then we'll put on some clips from another round and see what the tech disc has to say. All right, we can walk and talk here. Something else that I did notice also is when I am in the extremely forward grip, to be able to get the nose down, I'm really torquing my wrist over, versus when I have more fingers under the rim holding on to it, my wrist is much straighter and flatter. And that could be one of the causes for some of the off-axis torque I'm getting, is because I go from basically this wrist to this wrist as I'm releasing it. So I can turn over way more stable stuff than I should be able to, versus just kind of having the flat wrist and releasing it exactly on the angle you're expecting. Let's throw a backhand turnover here, or a flex shot, backhand flex shot. And hopefully we don't throw them too far and lose them, but we should be able to see some cool results, hopefully. But this time we are gonna go front to back. So we're going blue, just punch it, touch of anhyzer. This one, I think I'm going to have to commit to the anhyzer because my wrist won't be rolling over in the middle of the shot, giving it the anhyzer. And then this one, well, it's coming out pretty nose up, so I'm gonna need to put it on some anhyzer as well. Now, what if you get more grip on the disc? What happens? Oh my goodness. That came out with a vengeance. Wow. Okay, let's go with the pinky and the ring finger. That one is just a little flip here. Did you see? Now, granted, the shot wasn't as high and it wasn't as good. It ended up being not as good. But the velocity that it came out of my hand at, it felt like it popped. It felt like it had way more spin and snap. It came out so extremely linear. Like, I'm still getting nose down, but just gripping it with more fingers, and I'm just punching it. Punch the disc. Oh my goodness. So if this doesn't show you that having more fingers under the disc doesn't necessarily mean that you can't throw the disc nose down, let's pull up some clips from another round, and hopefully you'll be able to see. I always turn that thing over. The yellow and red is beautiful when it's flying, but in a like a wooded fairway, it's sometimes very difficult to find in all of this stuff. So I'm gonna set you guys down. I'm gonna find all the discs, and we're gonna roll another round clips. Watch the nose angle of release with the tech disc.
It's good like drilling disc. It's good for holding on. It could work on 14. Well, thank you, man. Come hither. Are you asking me to go there? Yeah, here. If you would. Okay. I'm sorry for being annoying. No, it's okay. Yeah, no, we're not getting one of those today.
So, given everything that we've discovered today, should you put more than one finger under the inside of your rim? I think it depends on what you're trying to do. If you want a lot of pressure in one specific spot and you want to be able to torque over on a disc, absolutely, one finger it up. If you want to have more power and more snap and more spin and more control, probably add more fingers. I am so glad that I found all this out now, though, because in like a week or two from when this airs, I will be heading up to New England, and we're going to play New London, we're going to play Maple Hill, going to play Fox Run, maybe Brewster's Ridge. Got a lot of really cool courses up there, and I want to be the best that I can be. And so the more time I have to practice and make sure I have my releases super dialed in, the better it will be. If you enjoy content like this, please make sure to like the video. If you want to see something new, make sure to comment that down below. And please make sure to subscribe. Until next time, see you out on the course.